Caution, this podcast contains adult content. Por favor, cuídate sus hijos, las orejas y deja sus manos y piernas adentro por todo el tiempo que estás escuchando este podcast. I did it! Wow! We did it! We did it! Yeah, we did it! We finally gave the warning before going out and starting the podcast. F&A, guys. F&A. And of course, for the show title, we should definitely, we need to, because this is called Unfuckicism. The Unfuck Yourself podcast we did a while back here. This is an edition today. I'm kind of fired up, and I want to teach you guys or share with you guys some ideas. I want you guys to listen to me today about what I'm applying in my business and my life right now. And I want you to figure, it's a blueprint, basically, is what I want to share. I don't want you to mimic what I'm doing, although it is mimicable. But I want you to look through the lenses that I'm looking through, the things that I'm working through, these ideas of mine of how to unfuckicism, how to unfuck things, and apply it in your life wherever you can. Things don't have to be this way. There are definitely alternatives. The alternative lifestyle design is what I should have probably called the podcast instead of Up and In It. But let's get into it. Welcome to another edition of Up and In It. I'm your host, Adrian Babishoff, and if you're new here, welcome as well. And if you're wondering what the show is about, it is entirely dedicated to creating an alternative lifestyle design that beautifies and helps accentuate the world for both people and planet. Exploring alternatives to the daily grind through liberation and independence, moving you from surviving to thriving and living life raw. And trying to merge while we're driving here without these crazy people killing us. These are psychotic people. My God. So, by the way, guys, the sound is, I'm in my F350 diesel, 96, 7.3 liter. It's one of the loudest beasts on the planet. And so sorry for the background noise, but we have to do this show during the hustle on our commute until summertime comes in the mini retirement, and I can do it through my studio, actually, which is my pantry and game room. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. What the fuck is going on? What do we got? We got a lot of shit, guys. A lot of good shit. So let's just jump into it. I have these hopes. Okay, those of you who've been following me know I have a special needs kid. I talk about it all the fucking time. I'm sure you're probably tired of hearing about it. I am as well. But I figure I got to explain myself so people know context of where I'm coming from. So basically, those of you who don't know is I'm in a race right now to try to figure out how to get a job. I am a successful construction contractor, make really good fucking money. That's where I'm off to right now, is to do a job. But I can't do this until with this 11-year-old special needs daughter still in diapers. And you ask where the mother's at, the Xbox, which I've coined her name, because she is definitely a video game, and that's what we're playing right now, is how do we win this game of survival. She's becoming unable to withstand my daughter. So yada yada yada. That's the story. For one reason or another, I don't care to get into, because I want to get into the positive. So I need to find something that I can do at home with my daughter in tow, and that's my biodegradable container gardening. And what it consists of me getting a membership for people, and they're going to pay, I don't know, we're thinking like $25 a month or something. What entails with that is me and Violet are going to go and meet people at parks or over at our spin farm area, which is basically you farm somebody else's property in exchange for giving them, paying the water bill and giving them free vegetables. That's the exchange, equal value for value. We've got a bunch of them already set up. We're almost there. We could have people come and meet and do walkthroughs and stuff like that. So these people have a $25 a month membership, and you'd ask, well, what is worth it for people to pay $25 a month? It's that me and Violet are growing exotic plants like vegetables and fruits and things of that nature. We've got members all over the place with avocado trees and blood oranges and things like that, where we can bring a smorgasbord of food on a meetup once a month, where people get all kinds of produce and things of that nature. On top of that, what we've done is we went to mom and papa stores, right? We're trying to beat out the Walmarts and the Starbucks and these giant corporations. And what we're doing is we're getting the mom and papa coffee shops and places of that nature. And we're not charging these are vendors, and we're not charging them any money. We're just saying, hey, if we can bring all of our members in, would you offer them a 25, that's a big one, like a 10% discount or discount of any type. And so our members, by paying $25 a month, actually get 10% discounts off coffee and fancy restaurants, all kinds of things all over in their neighborhood. In addition to that, I'm actually thinking about getting a bread maker and making yummy breads and things like that. Why is my truck so shaky today? Really bumpy. But we're thinking about bringing some produce stuff, like making our own salsas, making kombucha, making fermented foods like kefir and kimchi, sauerkraut, all kinds of different things, maybe yogurts, wild honey from the area. So each member gets this for free when they show up. Everybody, also, it's so huge, I can't really explain the whole entire thing. It would just be a whole podcast on just that. But the trick of it is that everybody's growing different shit, right, in a different city. In the same city. And so some will be able to grow cucumbers a lot better in their area in contrast to somebody else who can grow tomatoes. And so you don't really have to do all the work yourself. Your whole community comes in and drops everything on the table, and we all divvy stuff up on top of what I'm giving them. So you see, it's this wonderful business that I'm creating out of nothing. It needs no licensing, probably except for a business license. And yes, we are going to have to pay taxes. There's no getting away from that. But you see what we're doing here? The gist of this, if this thing takes off, like I said, I haven't explained everything about it yet. There's still more. There's actually internet stuff that people could get 10% discounts on. We got sponsors for the systems that we've got. So not only on physical areas of their immediate city, they can also World Wide Web get discounts on products as well. So whether it's $25 a month, which we're trying to aim for, or $50 a year, we're going to make some sort of business where me and Violet, my special needs daughter, are going to be able to live, to be able to survive and maybe do better, to start thriving. Instead of me going to work and leaving her with her mother, which is very difficult for the both of them, being able to be with her for the rest of my life and keep things going. But here's the kicker, guys. Turning something that's ugly into something beautiful is just what I said there, but here's the cherry on top. Is what I see is I can promote myself, right? Again, I want you guys to listen to how I'm saying this, and I want you to think about whatever situation you're in and how you could apply this in your life. What I'm looking at is I'm going to promote me and Violet by her special needs situation that she's in, but I want to look at other families who have special needs children. I'll tell you guys a story. I went to a special needs event thing, and I think I've told you guys this before, I'm not sure, but it was stress management, and I was like, fuck, I could use that. And we went in, and the person who was heading it off said, you're going to be dealing with the most stressful things in your entire life is the Social Security Department and the IEP meetings for your special needs kid. You need these to survive. And people started crying, and I looked around me, and I was like, they're dependent on the government, and the government's fucking with people, and that sucks. They give you money, they take money away, they say you owe money back. It's ridiculous. So I looked at that, I said, I will fight for my life, for my child's life, to create something better than dealing with the government or the so-called fucking help. So yeah, I'm fired up. That's where the attitude comes. You guys will hear sometimes where I get fucking pissed, and where I get my confidence or my turning anger and all that frustration into fucking pure confidence and pure motivation to just fucking slice through stuff like a fucking straight up business, like a cowboy, and get my shit in line for not just myself but others. So okay, I don't want to get all, I'm riled up. Calm them down. I better take a sip of some fucking magnesium water here. So the cherry on top is basically to promote me and Violet by having people get a fundraiser for a family who's exactly like us, who has a special needs kid. Mom and dad maybe can't work because of the situation, or it's a single mom or single dad. They're just fucked, right? They can't get out, and they have to rely on Social Security, and they're just stressed out. Maybe we can go and give them, I will give them the entire blueprints of how to make the biodegradable container gardening, such as the baskets and the burlap and the greenhouse, the dimensions, and how to build this thing, and how I got my spin farm going, where I found it, how I use social media, and how I use social media to promote the whole thing going. But I can't give them $5,000-$6,000 to go buy all the parts and get the soils and get things going. So what I'll do is I will get a picture or a video of, say, somebody in Kansas, that's the Joneses, And I'm like, I'm gonna go on all the people who are following me and say, hey guys, here's a video, a quick clip of the Joneses, here's their story. And they've done my course, they have it, and they're wanting to get a home-based business. We need to raise like $5,000-$6,000, whatever it is, to get them started on their home-based business to support their child, Bobby, let's just name, so that they can be home to take care of them. I'll give my end for free, but unfortunately I'm in no position to, like I said, fork out $5,000. But this is helping out a family. And it would, as I said on my podcast, I can't remember which one it was, Unfuck Yourself, I think of a couple days ago, that would just make me feel so good to know that I helped out that one family. And then to know that I've helped out 50 families and that I've helped out 100 families, and to have them message me and go, dude, what you gave us is working, everything's going fantastic. But it promotes me as well. I'm hoping one day to make a living, to be able to get proper medical care for my daughter and for myself, and to get a home actually that I don't have to spin farm. That'd be fucking nice. As I said, I don't know if I'll ever be able to retire. If I have my daughter for the rest of my life is not normal, man. It's not like other people. And I'm not gonna sit here and bitch and fucking complain about it. Like I said, some people like to say life is hard and this and that. And then when they come to my neck of the woods and they see the diaper changes and the constant kid putting stuff in their mouth and getting into stuff where it's so, there's no free moment. You're on a constant, man. It's fucking rough. But here's the shit we got dealt, and what the fuck are we gonna do about it? Alternative lifestyle design, oh dude. Yeah, you gotta stay positive. But yeah, so you see what I'm doing? I believe that my life is going to get a hell of a lot better, because I'm a dangerous motherfucker, guys. I should have been an engineer of some sort, because that's what I'm gonna do, is spread my fucking yumminess, my goodness, my positivity to the whole fucking world. Once I get these things going, so here's where I'm going with that, is that I'll have the time to actually sit there and devise these things in my fucking ape mind of how I'm going to do things. Why? Because unlike right now, I'm not having to drive to a fucking job to wait for the city to approve an inspection on something and worry, is the customer going to pay me on time and all. I've already got things situated. I've got things rolling. I've got a residual income coming in. Now it leaves thought towards, also is running my life like a business, doing the alternative lifestyle design, which I hope I'm coining as mine, is streamlining your life. I don't need to worry, do I have gas in my tank? I don't need to worry if the electricity gets shut off. I don't need to worry if I don't get a paycheck for a couple months because I got backup emergency funds. I've got everything in set. I've got healthy organic foods. So there's nothing really to worry on that end. Now, the other thing I want to do is I want to start eating more healthy. I don't trust the organic system. I don't trust anybody. I want to raise my own food with the vitamins and minerals. Let your medicine be your food should be your medicine style. That's what I want. I want to grow my own stuff, and I also want to start doing yoga. I'm getting older. For instance, something just tore on my knee yesterday. Besides the the problem with my daughter and her mother, I'm getting old. I got a shoulder cup, rotator cuff, I think that's torn. I've got, my knee is starting to tear. Something's going on with that. It's been like 2 weeks. So blah, blah, blah. In a nutshell, what I really know that I need to do is start eating a hell of a lot more healthier, juicing raw vegetables and fruits, but I also need to start doing some yoga. I think I've ridden bulls. Don't ever do it. It's not fucking cool. Jumped out of airplanes. I've surfed, snowboarded, skateboarded. I've done lots of stupid got into boxing matches when I should not have. Just really screwed my body up. But I believe that positive thinking and energy will actually heal my body up, and I believe that yoga will actually help me to get the circulation and I want to stay bendable. I want to be the person that's kicking a soccer ball if I live to be 80 years old with my grandchildren, to see my grandchildren's grandchildren, to be able to hold the baby and rock it to sleep instead of, I'm fucking dying, the body's shutting down, But so losing the track here, on track, what I could see for a lot of us, for you as well, is see these things that I'm wanting to do. I need to grow my own food, right? I want to grow my own food. If I start a YouTube channel and start showing people what I'm doing, if I've got something, that's the thing. You got to know when you have something good and when it's good and when it's not. And it's very difficult. Just like me on this podcast, I have no fucking clue. I don't give a shit because it's a nice outlet and it's so very fun to do. But I don't know if I'm doing any good. There's nobody on the other end. And I'm sure I'm going to hear some shit pretty soon like, dude, you fucking suck. Here's where you're wrong. Here's why. I don't give a fuck, It's all opinions. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, and most of the time they don't fucking smell very good. But you got to know when you have something that's good, and when you do, run with it. Be realistic though. As I say, try to poke holes in the bucket, hit that piñata a couple times and make sure it's not gonna fucking just bust open on the first swing, and give it your shot, and be open to suggestions, that even to negative ones, and think, is that plausible? Could that occur? Is this a reality? And then move from there. But the real trick is that I'm actually taking things that I'm already doing, like yoga, growing my own food. I'd like to travel and make things interesting, like take people with me, like, hey guys, we're gonna post some awesome pictures of some waterfalls or something and put it on Instagram and say, hey, if you guys keep supporting us, putting in the money for gas and things of that nature, we're gonna keep going for a little while longer, and we're gonna take you with us to say some fucking caves in Arizona, Have I done it? No. Are people gonna do it? I have no fucking clue. But you see, it could happen where somebody would go, I wanna see what you guys are doing. Fuck yeah, I'm working, but I'd love to see that video, so I'm gonna put in $5. And if I had like 100 people putting $5 a month, there'd be more than enough for like food and gas and things for us to keep rolling and keep entertaining. So we're flipping it around. Something that's, people say the internet and the phone and all social media is ugly. It's actually could be flipped around and used as a tool. Yoga, same thing. I'm a fat fucking balding 40-something year old in my 40s, and I want to get healthy. I want to get back in shape. I am pretty well in shape. I consider myself fat. I got a big, it's like normal-ish on the head and the shoulders and the arms, and then it starts getting towards where the breastbone is. You're like, whoa, things are getting a little fucking wonky here, we're getting a little flabby. Then it gets down to the spare fucking tire. It's like, holy shit, what the fuck's going on here? And then the ass, there's no ass. When you get old, guys, you're a man, your ass migrates from the back end, from the trunk, all the way into the motor in the front of your belly. So you get this big pot belly and your ass just shrinks. I don't know. Jokes, folks, jokes. But yeah, doing the yoga, I think I can actually take my form. I should do like movie stars do, like Benicio del Toro did in Fear and Loathing. Oh, a coyote got ran over on the freeway. Oh man, I hate seeing that. That's so sad. It's already dead though, guys. It's already dead. That's just a prayer to it. Bless you. Sorry. But yeah, doing the yoga, but Benicio del Toro drank beer and ate like bonbons or something, got himself super fat for the part in the movie. And that's what I look at. Maybe I should drink tons of beer, which I'd have no problem doing, get myself fat, and then start my show. Here's yoga and here's my exercise routine, and watch how this fat fucking balding gorilla fucking tens itself up and tightens everything up and gets all fit. So people would see, well, I'm fat too, or chunky, I'm not where I want to be. And this guy's doing this shit, doing some fucking doggy pose while your fucking belly's still on the fucking floor. It's embarrassing. But I don't give a shit, but people would see and look and go, well, if he's doing it, then I could too. And I think it would be an inspiration. So those of you who think that you're fucked, oh, I couldn't do that, I'm not beautiful and skinny. Well, start doing your shit. Start being motivated, and it'll motivate you to keep going, because you're like, dude, if I stop posting, then people are going to stop unfollowing me. And fuck all the haters and all that shit. Believe in you. I believe in you. And this whole thing could get turned around into something fucking awesome. You just got to have the balls and the guts to fucking make it, and the courage to be yourself. And I guarantee you, when you do get there, you're going to be a lot more happier and healthier of an individual. But it's very difficult, I know, to not give a fuck. But you got to work on it. I've given you guys tools in the other shows. I don't want to go on that, but okay. Oh, excuse me. Burp. Do you guys see the possibilities that are out there? We're not screwed, guys. This is called unfuckism. I think I love that title. I think we're gonna have to do a whole bunch on it. Unfuckism, category this, that. I'll try to do some major some Q&A, like rapid fire. I was thinking on the private Facebook site, which is up and in it. Go and join there. I approve everybody who comes on, but I like to keep control there so that the community, if it ever does form into one, we just have a few people now, but when it does, that we can moderate things and kick people out if they're being fucking poo-poo brains, But yeah, unfuckism, guys. There's all kinds of ways to do things. I mean, what if my Instagram, I guess, is not throttling me anymore. I actually got more views than I ever have. It looks like you guys like the business thing, whoever's following me. And basically what it was that it was raining. It was a Sunday, And I looked and said, I have the upper advantage because I'm going to work when probably no other roofing contractors are out. They're closed for the weekend. It's raining. People need a patch job done. And guess what? Who got booked up all day? You know, that's how sometimes you can make $1,000 a day, is going out there and emergency calls. And these people say the market's saturated and everything. Look at, there's always cracks. There's always holes. Again, I'm giving you guys what I'm doing. And you can incorporate these things into what you're doing. You can slot them in somehow and go, if this shit's working for him, then how can I take that blueprint and apply it into mine? You know, there's always room to do stuff. I think when I started out, I'm not sure if I posted the podcast, but right when we got back from, I think it was last year. Last year was right when I got back from my mini retirement. We had, everything dropped. Everything was slow. I went to the material house. They're like, dude, we have no work. Everything's fucked. I'm like, oh shit. You know, I started freaking out. I was like, whoa. So I got back home from our travel, which we did, I think, for like almost 2 months on the road. And I got home. I just started organizing my tools, getting pens ready to sign contracts, organizing my computer, and doing all kinds of things while I was waiting for the calls to come in as I put my bait out there to get jobs using the internet and social media. I've got tons of videos right now that I can utilize. That's another one that I do. So I record every single job that I do on my construction job, and I need to streamline it, just like this podcast. I'm working on it, guys. I'm going to get better for you. But on my jobs is what went wrong on this particular site, on this job. How did it go wrong? Why did it go wrong? What are we going to do to fix it? And what are we going to do to make sure it never happens again? Really quick and dry, and just problem solvings, right? I'm in the business of repairing things, so I know that people have a short attention span, but if they see enough videos, like 50 videos that I post on social media, zeroed in on their specific region and on homes that may be their neighbors, of what the problem happened, or what the problem happened, how the problem happened, how I fixed it, they're gonna go, okay, this dude knows what he's talking about. And for free, just with elbow grease, I'm already promoting myself. So I'm promoting myself while things are slow. And I'm also looking for extra things. Like I have one in my back pocket right now in the roofing construction industry, is that in the summertime, things kind of get slow for most people. Well, they have these solar fans, these solar fan extractors that blow all the heat out of your attic to keep your home cool. So, well, people on a day when it's 100 degrees, you grab one of these and you just put it on a little wagon and you walk down the street. You put some of those little silver tassel things that they use for birthday parties, you know? It's like metallic-y, like gold or silver. But when the fan's going on all by itself with no electricity, it's blowing those things out, and then people stick their hand underneath it. You know, you knock on their door, and this is what we got, license. You hand them a card and say, hey, we can install these things. In fact, here's another one I'll tell you before I can keep going on and on and on. Another one is I could say, hey, we've already got 5 of your neighbors. Sometimes I'll lie, we didn't have 5 of their neighbors, but we got 5 people in this place that ordered, like we have 7 of these orders, and the more you guys order, the more we can do in one day. We'll start dropping the price from 10 to 20% off right now. Normally we install these things for $500. We will drop it down to $450 if you sign up today, or take your time, but we need to know by the end of this week when we do the installs, so we can go pick up all our parts. You see where I'm going? There's always room for improvement. There's ways just to think, instead of cementing yourself into the bullshitism, move from bullshitism to unfuckism, and and make something happen for yourself. I'm fucking excited, guys. Like, some days I'm not always chipper. No, I just got cut off, but I did a good fucking job of not freaking out, giving the guy the finger, you know. But I try to stay positive. I'm excited because I'm seeing these things that people say that life is so screwed up, and I'm looking going, man, I can't help it but to see completely, entirely opposite view of just openings upon openings. I think I might be good. If you guys send me your problems, send me some stuff that you're concerned about. Don't make it a fucking entire book, but maybe drop me some information of like a quick situation, like here's a problem, what would you do about it? Here's what I don't like about my job, or about your life. I don't have enough time or something, and I have 4 kids. This is my job. I work from 9 to 5, and here's what I got going on. And let's see if we can maybe conjure something up. That'd be kind of a kick in the pants. So yeah, don't be afraid to comment, guys. I'm a fucking ape. If you're scared to get a hold of me, look, I'm the normal human being. Look at the way I talk. I know I get aggressive. I'm a very aggressive person, but I don't think I've gotten too aggressive on this show yet. Sometimes I get a little fervorous, a little excited, but you guys, I genuinely care about each and every one of you. I'm so grateful, especially for Ruba Fox and Scrappy Guy, Scrappy Boy, Scrappin' Dude, for the comments. All of you guys that comment on the YouTube channel and on this podcast, and just, it makes me feel good. It makes me want to keep doing this shit, even more so. So I'm kind of running out of my thoughts here on this excitement and these things, but I hope that I gave you guys some ideas there of how we can turn, like the biodegradable container gardening. It's nothing, man. Well, it's something, but it's taking just a bare roots platform. And the hardest part is that I've never seen anybody do anything like this. It's my own invention, so I kind of have to make things up and design it as I go along. There's no manual, but you see how we're just taking something so simple and designing it possibly into a great fucking business that improves quality of life for both people and planet, and moves a family from just surviving to thriving. Even though I consider myself thriving, I'm not, because that could be taken away from me at any moment. And I think that if I make a positive effect on you or this world or things going, I think we all owe it to my special needs daughter Violet for being in my life and in your guys' life, because I consider this all a giant family, that she has nudged me to do these things, to get out there and be myself and fight even harder than I ever have in my fucking life to make our way and to turn it into something positive instead of something negative. And I have to say, I think that I am one of the most blessed people on the planet. I know people throw that word around. It pisses me off. Just like I love you, I feel blessed, friend. Hey, friend, it's not your fucking friend, No, you're not blessed. No, jokes, folks, jokes. No, we're all blessed if we look at the situation and feel the situations and accept things in our lives that can do better and ignore the negativity, the negative ones, because we're not going to change them. There's nothing we can do about that. What we need to do is start feeding and putting our energy into other people who are positive and doing things. And sometimes it takes a little nudge, like Violet's done to me. And I'm just eternal grateful for you guys being here today. And sorry about the sound quality. Coming up in June, I believe, no later than July is when I take my mini retirements for 3-4 months. So that's when the audio will get a lot cleaner. So you guys go out there. That's the show. I want you guys to go out, and I don't want you guys, you don't have to, but if you want to, go to Instagram, TikTok, the Facebook group, YouTube, Apple iTunes. Give me a like. If you guys want the show to keep going, just do some reviews or comments or something so that they'll actually promote me out there. YouTube, I think, is throttling me, probably because of the foul language, but I also think that I don't have that many followers or views on stuff yet. We're still small, and I guess that's the way we'll grow, is by you guys growing with us and liking, subscribing, I guess, and all that. Only if, like I said, if you want to. And even tell me where I fucking suck, dude. I used to say that all the time on the show, is give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a middle finger. Let me know you're out there, what you think. And I'm open to suggestions. If I can clean something up and make this show better, I definitely will work on it. But I'm rambling on again, so yeah, go out there and check it out, guys. And go out there and have yourself a near-life experience. Don't lose your muchness. Human up. Carry on the fire. I think that's all of it. Live it, love it, own it, and bone it.